So I'd like to just say a few words before we head into our agenda item. Obviously, we're here because our Executive Director, Jose Batista, last week released a video that was given to us by the Department of Public Safety. We as a board voted to produce a report, but a majority of the votes stated that we would not release the video at that time and would actually forward the APRA request to the city, in which the city then responded that the video would not be released based on a recommendation from the Attorney General's office, as this is seen as a criminal investigation. So, for me, as I think about what has transpired this last week, I have some conflict because we have with Jamal Gonzalez case, a criminal investigation in which the department did go ahead and release evidence video to the public. And yet we had this other situation in the Hanley case, in which was also a criminal investigation. But that particular video, we had to file a subpoena to get. So there's some contradiction there between how we've been able as an organization to get information from our public safety department. It's no secret that we have yet to resolve one complaint that's come into PERA. And I know that Jose and our investigator, Eugene Montero, have been working hard to try to resolve the cases that this board has forwarded to the department. Although as of today, and Jose, you can correct me if I'm wrong, we have not resolved one single complaint that's been issued to us, largely due because of roadblocks that we run into at the department. So today, certainly we're here to discuss Jose's actions last week, but I also think it's bigger than that, right? We have to think about our organization and the type of work that we're going to be able to do moving forward, given that we have all of these challenges that we face with trying to live out the mission of this organization. Now, we'll also add that there's the potential penalty that could potentially come to this evening would be a termination of the executive director. And I have a very hard time with that because here we have an officer, Sergeant Hanley, who committed some serious violations upon another human being. And this individual has not lost his job, has had was suspended with pay, and anyone can correct me if I'm wrong in that regard. But clearly we have information that was released that highlighted the events of that evening. Again, I find contradiction between what the department has told us we could not release and ultimately what they did release as well. At the end of the day, we also have to remember that the release of the video, or at least the recommendation not to release the video by the Attorney General's office, is just that, a recommendation. And so I hope that we will think about that as we deliberate this evening in terms of what our next steps are as an organization. I will also add that, the executive director, if you think about it, we're a fairly new organization. This is our third year of operation. It has essentially been a one-person show, although we were able to hire a couple of consultants to assist Jose. I also think that as a PERA board, we have to figure out how to support the individuals who operate within this organization. We had a vote a couple of weeks ago that included some funding requests that we were not able to comply with at that time. And so certainly as we have one person running this show, we have a budget to really move things forward. We have to think about how we utilize and support the executive director, whether it's Jose or whether it's another executive director down the board. It's very important that we move this work forward, right? We are here not as an organization that exists to be quote unquote fair to both sides, but rather an organization that's here to hold police accountable when accountability is the issue. So with that said, before we hop into the agenda item, what I'd like to do is open it up for public comment. I think there's been a large interest in the community. This is probably our largest PERA meeting in terms of individuals that have come to participate in this process and to listen from us. And it is ultimately important because we are here to represent the individuals in the city, that we do give them an opportunity to express their thoughts, their voice, their opinion. So Sean, what I'd like to do is allot for about 30 minutes of public comment. I will ask those individuals who are offering their comments to try to keep their comments to roughly 2 minutes so that we get an opportunity or have an opportunity to listen to everyone speak this evening.